little cats. Come on into the Cat and Tree studio. Together, let's set foot in the mind of an adult. Are you ready to hop in?
Sitting up here in this tree, you have me, Jayu.
And me, Bora.
Quick reminder, little cats, topics discussed in this podcast are simply opinions and suggestions of the host, hoping for it to help others.
I guess we're back to another episode of The Cat and Tree. This is now episode 5, and we love you guys. And thank you for sticking with us until episode 5. We've discussed lots of stuff. We're going to talk about the to-do list.
Yes.
What is a to-do list, Dayu?
Do you like making to-do lists?
No.
Like, really?
Yeah. Because I'm a person who does stuff like, how can I say? Because sometimes the more I do to-do lists, the more I don't do them.
Like you disregard it.
But you do, I think, because I always see you planning stuff.
Yeah, a lot. I do it all the time.
In anything, in any situation.
Yeah. Because I don't trust my memory so much, so I know that I'm gonna forget something, or I'm gonna forget to do something. So instead of forgetting, I will list down all the things that I have to do. So that's why to-do list is very important to me.
Yes. That's actually true. Yeah, for people with like bad memory, they prefer like the sticky notes, simple sticky notes, like in front of their table or on the walls, something like that, you know.
It helps a lot.
It does, actually. I should be doing that, though, because my memory is also not good. But then, you know, I don't trust myself in following lists. And sometimes, you know, having to-do lists like that, or having to list different stuff that you have to do, at times it becomes a bit stressful, especially when you are falling behind
deadline
schedule. Yeah, it becomes a bit annoying. Can I say annoying? Yeah, maybe that's why I don't make lists, because it frustrates me if I don't follow.
Exactly. I've felt that many times.
So, you know, it adds to the pressure of your everyday thing that you have to do.
Even though it adds pressure to you, I mean, because, you know, when you start to panic, like, your brain is just telling you, I need to do lots of stuff like that. You cannot think anymore. You cannot think straight.
Yeah.
Like, what are the things that I have to do?
Yes, actually, that's true.
So that's why to-do list is very important, so that you know which things to do, even though you're like panicking at that moment.
Yeah. At least like when you start calming down, you see that, okay, I have to finish this.
The feeling of achievement when you finish, like when you check everything on your list, it's really nice.
Yeah, you have that sense of accomplishment, like, oh, I did something. I did something this week. You have like a visual of your progress somehow. But the heaviest to-do list in life is the to-do list of others.
Okay.
For your life.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. And it's very common.
Yeah, it is. It's like people telling you what to do, and they somehow have their time frame in your life, right?
Yes, definitely.
Yes. But what kinds of to-do lists do other people give you?
Which kind of people?
Let's say
let's be specific.
First, let's say your family. What are the to-do lists that your family has for you?
Okay, for my family, I think it's high salary, having a stable job.
Yep. But you know, sometimes they give you like a certain like time frame, like at this age you have to be this. At this age you have to be that.
Especially at our
age. How does it make you feel?
It's stressful
Mm-hmm.
because you're also worried about yourself,
Yeah.
but you're just trying to like make it, less stressful,
Yeah.
but then they're
Definitely.
gonna make it stressful.
Yeah, because like they wanted they want you to do it like ASAP. Like
Hmm.
you gotta move on. You have to do something.
Yes. But of
Especially they see you
course.
like they see you every day.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That is true. But sometimes the to do list that they
Uh-huh.
give you is also kind of beneficial. Like you set your
Hmm.
goals. Like okay, I'm gonna give this a try. This could be my option. Maybe the one that's
Hmm.
really pressuring is that people trying to rush you in doing something.
Yeah. Like
Maybe
giving
that's the thing.
deadline
Mm,
in life.
that's actually true. How about for friends? Do you have any, or do your friends have any to do lists for
Like
you?
they pressure me on something.
Yeah.
To date someone.
Oh my god. Ah yeah.
Yes.
That
So,
yeah.
mm-mm.
I think that applies to friends and family.
For my
Or for you it's more of
family,
friends.
it's more of friends and maybe relatives. Not exactly like my mom or my
Like your
sister. No.
immediate family. Yeah.
It's from relatives and friends.
But do you have an idea why they pressure you to like how can I say? Why they pressure you to date somebody?
Because they're dating someone.
At least they're sharing their inputs in life. Yeah.
Yeah. Because they always say like, "Oh, I'm already dating someone. I'm happy and I want you to be happy too. So, I hope you can date someone. Can like they're always do you want me to introduce you to my friend like that?" And for me, I'm not really interested.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It is actually. You're forcing something that you don't like, or you're forcing like a puzzle piece to fit, but it doesn't.
Yes. And it's like, it's very common to do that. Like friends introducing their mutual
Mm.
friends like that.
And I think
But
that depends on the person, right?
for me, it's not like that. I mean, especially right now.
Yeah.
I'm not into chatting someone all night.
Yeah.
So maybe it's just that I'm not interested right now. That's it.
Mm. And I also had that experience like my relatives introduced me to somebody like we chatted for a time but it felt really really sad and dry that I think this is really not going to work out because I'm not interested and clearly he was not interested, so like why are we forcing this again?
Exactly.
So if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. Like that the time will come because the more you force something, the worse it becomes. In my case, I'm socially awkward, especially with the opposite sex, and
Mm-mm.
like to start a conversation. I am socially awkward. So like how do I say that? Introducing me to like a common or to a friend of a friend,
Mm-hmm.
it will really be the situation will be totally awkward. So that's why I really
Mm.
don't want to force it because there will be
Yes.
lots of dead air. There's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be a lot of things that we might or there might be times that we won't click.
Mm-hmm.
So because my brain is weird and I don't know if he can handle that weirdness.
It's a tie.
Yes, see?
Yes.
And also like for my family, most of the pressure of love life comes from my family.
Okay. What kind of pressure?
Love life.
Okay.
Cause like in my immediate family, like my parents and my siblings and all, I am the only girl.
Mm-mm.
I am the youngest. Everyone's having their own lives. Everyone's like maybe, of course, my mom has my dad. They're
Mm-hmm.
married. Duh. Um, and
Of
then my
course.
my siblings have their own like relationships. And as for me, I'm enjoying my relationship with coffee. Oh, well, I enjoy my relationship with the Lord most especially, and then my
Mm-hmm.
relationship with coffee. But it feels like I'm okay with it. I'm not rushing things. But
Mm-hmm.
they're like, "Hey, you should do this now because if not, you will have a problem giving birth." I'm like, "Oh, we're already there." Okay, I see.
They already reached that part.
Yes, I'm still in that point of searching, but you're already there giving birth. I'm like, whoa, chill. But I appreciate that they're very much concerned. But then
Uh-huh.
sometimes, too much pressure can result to like loneliness.
Yes, because it adds to your worries.
Yeah, like there are times when I just lie on my bed and I'm like, is there
Why am I
something wrong
single?
with me?
Yeah.
Yeah, is there something wrong with me then? Because like maybe they're right. I'm like this old and I'm still like this. So maybe something's wrong with me, or so it adds to the thing that I'm thinking about.
Mm-hmm.
So it's affecting me emotionally. But then sometimes I
Yeah.
just shove it off. Like it's
Yeah.
fine. It will come. So, it's difficult to handle that at times, but when you get used to it, you're just like, go.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
like that.
But do you have any to-do list for yourself?
A lot.
Mm.
I have a
Like,
lot. Okay, now like the first one is of course reaching my goal. One of my goal is to work abroad.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've missed
Yeah.
that opportunity many times because I know I'm still lacking. Like I stayed in the Philippines longer because I need to, improve myself more.
Like to gain experience, right?
Yes. But
Mm-hmm.
then suddenly pandemic comes and then we said hello.
Yeah, we still have a chance though. We still have a
Mm-hmm.
chance. I think opportunities are opening in different countries. Educational opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
You have work opportunities abroad. Slowly, countries are opening up, but to selected purposes only.
Yes. That's why I'm
It's
trying to
it.
learn more.
Yeah, but
But
sometimes
yeah.
I think how can I explain that? Like we're trying to learn more, and sometimes because you pressure yourself,
Mm-hmm.
the feeling of your goal slipping away comes,
Yes.
right? Because you always think like I'm not good enough yet. I'm not good
Yeah.
enough. It's like I still have to do something. And then suddenly like in the middle of the night or like in moments of you being by yourself, you will
Mhm.
realize the opportunity is slipping away.
And also your passion is slipping away.
Yes. Like I really don't know if that's what I want to do.
Hmm.
It comes to that. So
It adds pressure to yourself
exactly.
because you question yourself like, what do I really want to do?
Yeah, especially at our age right now,
Hmm.
because
Yes.
pre-30s is that point where you have to do something with your life according to
Yeah.
norms.
And
So
they always say at this age, you already know what you want to do.
yes,
Hmm.
in which does not apply to everyone.
Yes.
Because let's say I love teaching, right? I
Mhm.
love teaching. But then, at times I still miss it. But then I'm thinking, is that what I want to do for the rest of my life?
Yes.
So there's lots of setbacks. Like, I had a goal for myself before. Like, after I graduate from university, I'm going to audition to, like, theater
Mhm.
production. But what held me back, aside from my laziness, what held me back more is that feeling of not being good enough.
Mhm.
I was like, I'm going to be auditioning and battling against people with experiences.
More
I can't
experience.
read music. Yeah, I can't
Mhm.
read music. They can. They've attended classes on performing, and the only thing that I have in my hand is theater experience from my university from a prestigious director. But training wise, I'm lacking there. So I was like, I want to do it, but I think it's not for me, I guess.
Mhm.
So that held me back. So now it's pressuring me every time I watch on YouTube people trying to achieve their dreams. So I
Mhm.
just cry. It's hard. Have you
Yeah.
ever had that feeling though?
Of course, many times.
What did you want
Because
to be?
before I had a different dream. It was my like when I was young, my dream was to become a doctor or a nurse.
Mm-hmm.
But then of course, I didn't have any opportunity because it's so expensive.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, and my family couldn't afford it that time, so I didn't have the chance to pursue that dream. That's why when I chose my major, I was just like, okay, I'll just take anything available. So I
It's just
didn't
like
have that specific dream that time.
you just went with whatever's there.
Mm.
Mm.
my thoughts were just like, okay, I don't want to stop studying right now, so I'll just take anything available.
Mm.
So that's why when I graduated, I mean, I was happy when I graduated, of course, because it was for 4 years and more.
Yeah. Your course was like, it's like,
Yes.
finally, we're done.
Exactly. But then I have those thoughts like, so now what am I gonna do with my life?
You've gone to that like point, like a pause, like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
now what?
Yeah. Like, what kind of work am I gonna do? And then I started, like, someone invited me to apply to this company, which is a teaching job.
Mm-hmm.
And then I know that it's very far from my major.
Yeah, it is.
So that's why I doubted myself many times. But then I tried to improve myself and I started to fall in love with teaching.
Yeah.
Yes. Because, especially if your students are like beginners,
Yes.
and then suddenly they can talk to you or they can like have conversation with you. Oh my
It's a
gosh.
sense of accomplishment, like for the student and
Exactly.
you
For you,
as a
yeah.
teacher. Yeah.
So that's why I was like, okay, I would pursue this dream. I would like to improve more, to experience more. And I
Yeah.
even plan to take a lot of trainings.
Ah.
Like the one I
Actually,
mentioned
like grow in
before.
that career. Yeah.
Yes. And then during this pandemic, I fell out of love from like teaching.
Felt that.
So I was like, I think I cannot teach anymore.
You lost your passion. You lost your fire.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's why I questioned myself, what do I really want to be? What do I really want to do?
Yeah.
So
Now you're
I
stuck.
tried. I tried many times. That's why I asked you before, like, because I wanted to study psychology.
Yeah.
Because I want to help other people who's going through something.
Yeah, that's actually a good goal. You're still young. You can still pursue that.
I really wanted it. It's just that the opportunity is so difficult to reach.
But there's like a lot of opportunities for you to do that, especially now. You have online unis, or you can get scholarships abroad. There's like a lot. So
my
I think it's still
problem-
possible to get.
Because my problem is if I grab the scholarship, it's still the budget or the cost of living.
It is. It is. There's like a lot of things that you have to worry about. You have a goal. Actually, you have a goal. What's holding you back is not only you like looking down on yourself, but it's also the other factors like financial. Are you physically and
Availability.
emotionally, mentally ready? Your availability. So there's so much. Like your to-do list now has like sub bullets. Now it gets worse. But how do you handle that? Because that's kind of heavy. Because you want to do something. The thing that's frustrating about this pandemic is you want to do a lot of things. The funny thing is you want to do a lot of things now, but before, when there was no pandemic, you were just like, oh, I'm still young.
Yeah.
I can still do stuff when I get older. Like, there's so much time in my hands. And then this pandemic came, and you're like, the heck did I do with my life? Like, I want to audition. Because, in other countries, they're all starting, they're starting to open theaters now. They're already watching theater plays, musicals. They're already open. The stage is open, which makes me really happy. But and then in my mind, you're in the Philippines, so it's still not possible. Which
There's still
is
a
sad.
problem.
Yeah. And you want to do a lot of stuff now, but the pandemic restricts you.
Yes.
And then you get frustrated. It's like, why didn't you do that before? Yeah, why'd you do that before? Now that there's a pandemic, you crying, girl. But there's nothing wrong with being, it's part of life. It's part of life to be frustrated. It's part of life to have regret.
It's normal.
Yeah, but sometimes I tell myself, why are you crying, girl? Many opportunities passed, but you never grabbed them.
They also said that it's okay to regret, but don't make that regret be a burden on you for a long time.
Yeah, it is. And don't settle there.
Yeah. No matter what you do, no matter how much you regret it, it's not gonna happen again.
Yeah, you cannot really go back and just change everything. You have to
So
do something.
just move forward.
That's the thing, you regret now. Okay, you feel that regret. But are you gonna settle with that regret? Or you're gonna do something?
Exactly.
Or
Because
are you gonna make do with what's available around you?
if you just keep on regretting, it's like you're holding back yourself in the past.
Exactly. Yes. 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 I agree with that.
So it holds you back, and you cannot move forward because of that regret.
Yeah, that is true.
And there's no progress if it's like that, of course.
Yeah. And the thing that I'm doing with my life, like before, was like, I pray a lot. Like, God, I want this. I really want to do this with my life.
Mm-hmm.
And I think God is answering my prayers. It's just that I am listening to my head more than what He's telling me.
Maybe.
It's like I'm closing the door that He's opening.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I told you last time.
Yes. It's like, what are you doing, girl? Yeah.
Like, he kept on sending signals already. Like, you ask for signs, then he kept on sending signals. And
Yeah.
you're trying to block it.
Yeah, that's actually true. So I'm like, okay. Actually, most of it is my fault. So I'm gonna listen now. I'm gonna listen now. I'm sorry. So that's not this time. I'm learning how to listen more. Like when I pray, I learn to listen more because
And
the more I let myself take over, it just gets worse. And if you're frustrated, if you feel like you are not achieving something, or you feel stuck, let's say you feel stuck, maybe it's time for you to make a move.
yes.
It's time. Like I was talking to my parents a while ago, like, I want to do this, I want to do that. Then do something about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I told them, but it seems impossible because they're only going to accept a few people. You haven't tried it yet.
Yes.
Okay, I said, I'm gonna try.
Because we always say that something is impossible.
Yeah.
But, like what everyone says, just keep on believing.
Yeah. You're looking too far ahead, something like that.
Mm-hmm. Just try. And if it doesn't happen, keep trying.
Yeah.
If it still didn't work, move to the next one.
Yeah. Just like if you make like, for example, you're gonna submit an application now, I pray about it. Like, Lord, if this is something that you want to, this is something that you want me to do, perhaps you're gonna bless me with it. And if it's not, then I'm just gonna accept my fate and maybe try another thing.
Yeah. Even
I'm gonna be a little
before,
sad, but I'm gonna do something.
since it's my dream to work abroad, I submitted my resume to like 20 companies. And I only received 3 or 4
Replies.
replies.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I was like, it's okay. Even though I didn't receive any reply from the other companies, it's fine. At least I tried.
It's better than not trying at all. At least you made your move. But
Yes.
what happened to those like 3? What happened to those 3?
The other one, of course, there is like a placement fee.
Uh-huh.
And even though I know that I'm gonna get it back, it's just that I don't want to be in debt.
Yeah, it's like you're working to pay off your debt.
Yes. So that's why I said, okay, I'm gonna cancel my application. I'm so sorry. And then the other 2, I didn't pass the interview because, as you notice, my energy is not so high.
You're totally opposites, yeah.
Yes. So, I mean, even though in my mind I think that my energy is already very high, but actually it didn't sound that energetic.
To them, they're looking for like a certain level of energy from you.
Yes. So that's why I was rejected. And it was okay. And then the other one, I think I think there is a deeper reason why I didn't accept it. So I didn't accept it because I told myself I need to learn how to teach offline first.
Ah.
Yeah, and that's why I started. I applied in our company, in the company where we work together.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Ah,
that's
okay.
why.
Yeah, yeah. Ah, you were trying to gain more experience before you get that job.
Mm-hmm.
How about now? Have you tried again?
Not yet.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to fix my resume. I want to make it look good. So that's why
Same.
I'm still exploring the things that I haven't done.
Yeah. Actually, there's
So,
so many things we want to do, and then sometimes we confuse it with something that we want to do for the rest of our lives. But then when you stop it and think about it, it's just something that you want to do now.
mhm.
So it's difficult to decide. But then just go for it.
But if someone will ask you, what do you already know what you want to do for the rest of your life?
No.
It's difficult
Mm.
to answer.
Yeah. It's like when I was like in the university, I felt like I have my plans
Mhm.
straightened out. Like, okay,
Yes.
audition here, audition there, and it seems easy.
Hmm.
Seems easy. And then I was like, do I want to live like that for the rest of my life? Do I want to perform or do I want to teach?
Hmm.
What do I want to do? I don't know.
Yes.
Because I've lost. This pandemic has like put out the fire of whatever my passion is. But the
Hmm.
love is still there. But the
Hmm.
passion somehow is slowly fading. But I'm trying to bring it back
Hmm.
just so I could give myself a boost. But, this pandemic is just really heavy that it's really hard to bring back the passion. I still want to teach though. Hmm. But, I don't know. I don't see it as something that I'm going to do for the rest of my life.
Maybe just like a part time.
Because you will eventually be exhausted.
Hmm.
You will. Definitely. So if you're going through like lots of pressure right now, you can just, you know, um take a break. Don't
Yes.
don't burden yourself with so much
Hmm.
because you can only handle so much.
Yes.
Um Trust God's timing because if you trust your own timing, you're just going to really pressure yourself. If
Hmm.
you're going to trust everyone's timing, you're just going to pressure yourself. And if you trust your timing, you will cause delay.
Yes.
So just trust God's timing and make sure that you like listen to like whatever he wants you to do so that you
Hmm.
can just go with his flow, not yours,
Hmm.
right?
Yes. And also, I think, yeah, someone said,
Mm.
I forgot who, but I read it somewhere, maybe on Twitter, but he said that let go of the things you cannot handle
Yeah.
and do the things you can handle right now.
Yeah.
So, we cannot do anything with this pandemic. So, also, my psychologist said that if you have plans that you weren't able to continue and it's pressuring you, it's stressing you so much, set that aside.
Mm.
Do the things that are possible right now. And
Good.
then after pandemic, that's the time you do the other things you cannot do right now.
Yeah. Because you cannot focus on things that you cannot do. That's really going to frustrate you like 100%.
Yeah.
Really 100%. Because you can only carry so much. Just imagine
Mm-hmm.
you carrying lots of stuff in your hands. Eventually, one will fall off and break,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
or you will overexhaust yourself. So let's not do that. That's not going to be good for you in any aspect of
Yes.
your life, right?
Exactly.
So,
Take a break.
the wisest way is to take a break,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and just like what is said in the Bible, cast your cares and anxieties upon Him,
Mm-hmm.
just lift it all up. Not trying to be religious here, but then that's really something that works for me.
Yes.
So I just want to share that with you guys. So yeah, I hope this lightens your load, though.
Yes. And if there are things that are pressuring you right now, or there are people who are pressuring you right now, um, you don't really have to listen to them so much.
Yeah.
It's still your life, remember.
Yes. It's the path. It's your path.
Yes.
They're there to guide you. They're there to give you advice. They're there to
Mm-hmm.
um accompany you, you know, but the
Yes.
decision still falls on you.
Yours.
Yeah. So that's mainly it. Then if you have anything that you want to share, or you feel pressured right now, or you want to open up something related to this topic, or other topics from our previous podcasts, you can message us, you can DM us on our Instagram page or in other platforms. We'll try
Mm-hmm.
our best to reply to you guys, or if you have any inputs, you have things you want to share, go ahead.
Yes.
We're on
Leave
any
your
social media
comments.
platform. Yes, go ahead, just go, because who knows, you might not just help one but more people with
Yeah.
whatever you have to say.
And
Okay,
we
so
can actually discuss them here.
yeah, you know, this podcast is not only for me and Jayu, but it's also like
Mm-hmm.
a platform for everybody. That's why we opened this, or we started this thing right here.
Yes.
Right, so that's the end of the podcast, and that's the end of our episode today.
Yes.
You
Thank you
good,
for listening,
Jayu?
guys.
Yeah, see you then.
See you in our next episode.
Romans chapter 8 verse 31. What then shall we say to these things? If God is for us, who can be against us?
And that's all the time that we have for today. We hope you learned something from our discussion. Don't worry though, this ain't the end. Follow us on Spotify, Soundcloud, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook for more. And make sure to click like, follow, and subscribe.
New episodes are out every Saturday, 3 p.m. Philippine Standard Time. So be sure to turn on your notifications to keep you updated. Let's now climb back down and see each other again. Same tree, same place, same people. Bora
And Jayu.
see y'all real soon. Keep safe and God bless.